across the line, and back in 5th, Luke Rowe has done it extremely well in that group as well.
Martin Costa was able to get past Luke Rowe as Trevor Eusted will take the win in the Masters just ahead of Brett Graham, who he got past on the last lap. So Eusted with the win in the Masters ahead of Brett Graham. It was Chirrup, Horsell and Smithson. The winning margin was 5.336 seconds. The all-up time, 5 minutes 49.889. 4 minutes 49.899 for the 3 laps. Horsell, Smithson, second and third from Corsa. And then it was Trevor Eusted with the win in the Masters with an all-up time of 6 minutes 21.111. And he defeated Ben Graham by 2.642 seconds. Aaron Chirrup with a quick time as well on the first lap with a 149.12. As we get set for, of course, the big boys. It's round number 3 of the Makes Making History Senior State Championship. We bring to you Moto number 2 of the NR Metal Recyclers MX1 Championship. Sprint race number 1 is over 4 laps.
All right, they're set to go. Thank you very much for NR Metal Recycling for looking after this group of riders. A couple of people hurrying into position here. Will not be wasting any time. The last rider has gone through. The sweep is out in the track, and when it comes around, we'll get ready for racing here. This is going to be a beauty. Josh Adams is one to watch out for. Mario De Collie. Luke Davis riding on bike 143 today. If you've got a program, he's listed down on bike 14. Michael Mann riding on bike number 19 today for Be Firm NRG. Johnny Derrick had a terrific run last time in this group, riding on bike number 45 out of Collie. Julian Kataya, Regan Duffy on bike 72. Are we ready? We sure are. Look at this. Man. Woo! Yeah. Adams has got the whole shot. What a superb run through there. Josh Adams, and once again, a big field of riders, and a couple of them have gone down there. The riders stopped to have a look, see what the situation is out there, and things don't look too good, mate. What happened?
We need the medic there at ASAP. 3 riders coming together. Great stuff from these other guys that have stopped down and helped. So they try and get him back up on his feet. He is. That looks like it was the 19. In fact, it was. Michael Hammond went down there trying to get his bike back up and running. The 141 was involved as well. That rider is Blair Outram. He was out to give a hand. Some great sportsmanship through some of those riders.
Mate, he was so quick getting off the bike, Blair Outram out there. You could not believe it. And well done. That's a magnificent job.
What work for, that is what you call absolute phenomenal sportsmanship. That is something that we have to actually make mention of, because you know they just hampered their own race by going up and helping someone else get back up. As Howman on bike number 19, he was one of the fast ones earlier on. He looked like he was down and out. We may need the medic. He was stuck beneath 2 bikes, but he's back out and ready. So be it at the tail of the field. But we've got a different race leader at the moment. Well, blow me down. The 72 is not leading. Regan Duffy sits in 3rd place. Your leader at the moment is 143 at Luke Davis.
Oh, mate, I can't believe it up there. Josh Adams went wide. Duffy went underneath him. What a superb run there. Davis is absolutely burning on the racetrack at the moment, and he's a member of the Collie Club. We told you before. Keep your eye out on bike number 14. Regan Duffy getting right up there amongst it. He takes the high line. Davis has got to work hard around the sharp left-handed bend. Oh, Duffy with a big charge up there. Davis looked over his shoulder. It's all over. He's in the lead again.
He's done. Luke Davis looked to the side, and he shouldn't have done that, because right next to him was an orange car, bike number 72 of Regan Duffy. He was 9th at the line. He was 3rd after lap number 1. It took him more than about 6 corners after that to hit the lead. It is Luke Davis, Regan Duffy, and Josh Adams, your top 3. Dylan Sexton runs in the 4th place at the moment as they clear away through Lakeside, driving along the back straight. The 19 is back on his bike as well. Michael Harmon, Blair Outram, and Braden Wilson was the other one that was involved on the 616.
So Michael Mann got himself in trouble at bike number 19, but if you want to have a bit of a look out there at Regan Duffy, he is riding the bike to its extremity out there at the moment. Oh, big incident over there almost. It was very, very close. We almost lost a couple of riders out there. But Davis riding hard, and of course Regan Duffy now, after getting into that lead, looks pretty cool out there. And believe you me, folks, he had to ride the backside off that bike to get it going for him.
I thought there may have been a bit of a mistake from Luke Davis as he went over the first of the spectator hill jumps. Almost looked like he lost the back end of the bike. So he was trying to get over the hill, but he still runs into second place. Regan Duffy, an absolute exhilarating time, 1 minute 39.7. He is meaning business, pulled out a 3-second margin on Luke Davis and just getting past him halfway through that race. 2 laps down and 2 to go for the 72 machine. The top 3 have actually cleared away. We've got a good one for 4th place. Sexton and John DeRock as DeRock looks to the outside on bike number 32 and takes it over. Great run between the 2 pair, fighting it out for 4th place.
Regan Duffy, let me tell you folks out there, is looking at the line in front of him to see where he should be. He ducks and dives all over the circuit. 1 minute he's up high, next minute he's down low. That's just a part of motocross racing at its very best here on the circuit, and he is doing it, and doing it well in the dirt here today at the Stockton Park circuit here in Collie, Western Australia. Great to have everybody on board on the Worldwide Vision, courtesy of forstyle.com.au. Regan Duffy, taking him a while to get around here, mate, but he'll be here in a sec, and just have a look at the style of him when he comes around.
It's not taking him time, he's just keeping everyone well and true. I thought he may have fallen off, but no, it wasn't. We got a couple of riders down. Looks like it's a 29 machine that got stuck there. That is Hayden James that was stuck. He was one of them anyway on the Suzuki. But the last lap board to come out. One more time around the Stockton Park for Regan Duffy. What a run. What more can you say? This man on screen right now tried his best to hold him at bay on the 143 of Luke Davis, but he's, let's just say it, 7 seconds behind already in just 2 laps. We still have another endurance race to come off, and we've also got another 4-lap sprint as well.
So it's all happening out there, mate, as well for the NR Metal Recycling Company. And at this stage, I was going to tell you about Luke Davis. He looks a little bit uncomfortable on that bike out there, and I think the bike has got just so much get up and go for young Davis out there that he cannot believe the situation he's in at the moment. Davis riding hard and fast at the moment in pursuit of Regan Duffy, who's got total control of the situation. But this is a fine drive by the Collie rider out there. Josh Adams now starting to make up the leeway, but the job might be ahead of him.
I was about to say, we haven't said much about Josh Adams, but he has come into the limelight very quickly in this one to put himself into 3rd place. Got the better of John DeRock and Dylan Sexton in that last lap. So that's all it takes, is just 1 lap. And Michael Harmon found his way up back to 19th position. So he's gained a few positions through that last section, which is great to see. He was helped out by that accident. There was a couple that went down on the last corner of the Devil's Elbow, but Jalita takes it away comfortably. He's slowing down, giving everyone else a bit of time to get back to the start line, but your winner won't lap the field actually. He will stay on the lead lap. The 72 machine takes it out comfortably yet again. Regan Duffy will be your winner. Great ride from these two, Luke Davis, and Josh Adam has come guns a-blazing at the last stage, still to come home with 3rd place, quicker than Luke Davis, and close that margin within a 2-second buffer.
Just to let you know, the clerk of the course is standing right outside our PA box at the moment, and what he does, he is the one that starts the 5-minute timer, and the timer starts as soon as the winning rider goes across the line in the first moto. So as soon as bike 72 went across, got the checkered flag, he started that 5-minute timer. So these guys don't have much time to get back around here and ready to go racing again. Whilst it's gone quiet, I would like to pay special thanks once again to Blair Outram, who had no hesitation in throwing his bike down on the ground and racing over to the fallen rider.
It's a bit hard when you've got to a bike like one of these things right on you, you get quite stuck. As here comes the 19 of Michael Harmon. He'll get inside the top 15 with this one and come home with a 15th place position. So after having a bike landed on him and stuck there for quite a considerable amount of time, comes back with a 15 plates finish. Duffy, Davis, Adams, your top three. The all-up time, 6 minutes 51.220 with a winning margin, 10.814 seconds.
They're working feverishly at the moment at the starting gates. The 5-minute timer has already started, as we mentioned a little while ago, probably down to about 3.5 minutes at the moment down there, so it's not going to be long. The crews do not have much time. Regan Duffy, I can tell you, has taken off the helmet, so must be getting a bit warm out there at the moment. Temperature's beautiful for motocross racing. Duffy looks pretty cool down there, and sitting on a bike. He's about to put the helmet back on again, and our man is saying we have got the last rider to go through, which coincidentally was Blair Outram, and I know that our clerk of the course was the first person to have a bit of a look up there and make sure that everything was all right when that accident happened, and he'll no doubt go up and have a chat to Blair Outram a little bit later on. But man, an awesome ride. Can you have a look? See, Duffy's got the helmet off again, just making some last minute alterations to it, and he's almost ready to go racing, mate. But he was the first one back, being the race winner, and he will be the first one ready to go.
Surprised that he's trying to clean the dirt off, but I didn't think there would be any dirt on that helmet because he was light years ahead of anyone else yet again. But he did have to come through the field that time around. So
yes.
Maybe he's just trying to keep this racing true and a bit exciting for us.
Looks like I might have a bit of water or something in it, mate. The way he's shaking it around out there at the moment. There's a good shot of our track surface out there at the moment. And, well, what's it normally like on a race day out here at Collie?
I'm not the best person to talk about race sort of tracks at the moment, but to me, to the eye for myself, it looks like a normal Collie track. I don't come here very often. We don't have many major race meetings. This is our final race meeting, coincidentally, for 2019. And to see the Make Spoken History Spectators Hill as packed as it is today is absolute awesome to see. Thank you one and all for coming on and enjoying what has been a fantastic round number 3 of the Make Spoken History State Senior Motocross Championship.
All we got to do now, mate, is make sure that we come back again next year.
Please come back.
I think already the indications are that everybody seems quite happy with the way that we went through the junior segment yesterday and moving on through to the senior round today. So hopefully we'll be back here for a round of the state motocross series. And of course that's coordinated and put together by a group of people that represents all the clubs that are part of the scene in motorcycling WA. WAMX we're talking about, and that is a group made up of the people from motorcycling West Australia, the clubs, and they do a great job. I can't single anybody out because somebody might get upset, but they do a great job. All right, the 2-minute board. I'm just having a look at our clerk of the course to see how we're going. Are we at the 2-minute mark yet, Mr. Donohoe? Down to 1 minute. All right. Okay. Stuart walking across in front of the gate, so we're almost set for a start here. Good. Tell me, who would you pick for the whole shot winner this time, mate?
I'm just going Duffy again.
I reckon Josh Adams will knock it off this time on bike number 5.
There you go.
We'll see.
History usually repeats itself. We'll see what happens here. It has repeated itself already. Well, how many times has he won? 5 times now, so let's make it 6 from 6. Adams, James, Durkell, Hammond, Pollock. The 5-second board is up. The calm before the storm. This is sprint number 2.
They get going very nicely indeed. Hold shot, Adams, no, sorry. What a brilliant run through there. That was just an awesome run from Luke Davis, and this guy is dynamite on the motocross circuit. Davis is absolutely awesome to watch. None better than Regan Duffy out there, of course, at the moment. Oh, he whipped it up there in a big way. Sherkoff's got going there very nicely indeed, but Regan Duffy second in the whole shot comp today, and what a fine start to Luke Davis yet again.
Well, we almost got through the whole section without an accident, but the number 7 of Oliver James has went down. He went across the line 3rd that first time, and I actually thought as we went into turn number 3 that Regan Duffy was going to throw it away. Made a mistake, had to cut the cabbage patch in turn number 3, but was lucky enough to be able to get back onto the track and have enough room between himself and Luke Davis to get back to the outside where he's been running and power away. Duffy and Luke Davis, the two that have been on fire so far today.
Well, I'll tell you what, make no mistake about it, Duffy wants the win here, and he is absolutely burning on this racetrack at the moment. He is totally in command of the situation. He's got bolting away from the rest of the group at the moment, and just proving to be the top rider of the day here so far. Similar to Benjamin up, he had a wonderful time down there. Duffy, sometimes on the racetrack, doesn't take the lines that we would expect him to, but he just seems to get on down, get dirty, and get on with the JO. There you go. He's got through. Davis back in second with that Bunkin Bronco out there at the moment. Davis fighting hard. Somebody nearly stalled through there. Adams up there with a big third placing at the moment. Michael Mann goes through, and Radico was the guy that got into trouble. And the bloke that is in a bit of strife is Johnny Derrick, the Collie rider, who's back in fifth at the moment with a big, big job to do.
Have to say a big thumbs up for Michael Harmon. Bouncing back after that accident in race number 1, sitting in the 4th position, battling it out with Josh Adams. As look at this run as well. So go into turn number 3. What an awesome shot we've got there right now, thanks to the crew at 4 Style, giving us that view of turn number 2. See the distinct lines that people are running at the moment. But your leader through the back stretch, he goes over what is called Robbie's Rise. Regan Duffy was out to a 4.2 second lead over Luke Davis, and Josh Adams again. Adams just continues to find his way to the front, but being so quiet about it.
He is so very good. Top rider. There is probably 10 of the top state's leading riders out there in this one here, plus a couple that I've not seen before. One of them, of course, is the Bunbury rider, and he is just riding extremely well. Did I say Bunbury? You know I meant Collie. Luke Davis, a member of the Collie Motorcycle Club, racing today for TD Module, Granny Flats. He's back in second position, trying to push as hard as he possibly can, but the race leader, cool, calm, absolutely in control of the situation here. Looking over there, of course, he's got no pit crew because they're located over at the gate. So nobody to tell him what's going on.
Well, why do you need to know what's going on when you know you've been so dominant in the racing today and having such a comprehensive lead? It's 3.8 seconds between those two. As Luke Davis, Josh Adams, a bit of a drama there for Dylan Sextons. He's actually lost a position as one rider's gone down. That's the 135 of Chris Erie, who was just running inside the top 10. Will now fall back as the 23 of Stephen Pollock had to cut the course then. Went through and missed out turn 16 altogether, but it really doesn't matter. He gained none, he lost none. As the action around the back of the field here, I know you can't see it at the moment if you're watching live on Facebook Live, but there is cars running absolutely everywhere. I keep calling them cars. I've gone back to my Speedway Live calling them thing, as Oliver James, another one that cut through, and he's got no visor on as well. He's running, obviously, after that incident in turn number 3 without the visor.
Got to tell you about Duffy out there at the moment. He is very cool, very confident, and very calm, and he's going that well that he's starting to do a bit of trick stuff on the circuit here at Collie this morning, or this afternoon. Not sure how the timing's going at the moment. A rider that's in a bit of trouble down here has stopped in a pretty big way, and I'm sure they'll get it mobile again at this stage, but never mind. Well, all eyes are on Regan Duffy here, who is kicking on nicely here with that last lap board. Look at that break here. Absolutely phenomenal stuff from Duffy. Look out for the trick stuff, mate. When he goes over the jumps, have a look.
What trick stuff? It's relaxing now. He doesn't have to stress about it because he has quintessentially got a 13-second gap, already bigger than what it was in race number 1 for these sprint races. He have one that's come off in a big way. I think that's Jean DeRock that went down. He's back up and on his feet, but that was a nasty incident. Over he went on the handlebars. As there goes Sexton, it was Giroc. Oh, that was a nasty one. Wish we had a replay there of what happened. But John DeRock, who was running inside the top 5, has had a nasty coming together. That elevates now Michael Harmon to 4th place.
Well, I'll tell you what, Johnny Derrick out there, he bit the dust literally out there on the race circuit, so that's most unfortunate. Derek wasn't putting in a fine, pretty good run out there at the moment. So at this stage, we're headed off by Regan Duffy from Luke Davison. They're on the final and ultimate lap here. Josh Adams always as up there in the position number 3 at the moment. Back to Michael Mann, Dylan Sexton putting in a quick run, as well as Julian Kataya doing very well, and Mario DeCole, who is the rider that's back in 7th position. But making no mistake about it, Regan Duffy, as we said before, it doesn't take him long to get into the lead, and this is how he dominated the Byford meeting. This is how he dominated the Cozy Creek meeting down at Manjimup, and our man is ready down the bottom there with that big checkered flag. Duffy is taking the last lap slowly and calmly. Out she comes, the big checkered flag. Duffy, your race winner, mate. A fantastic finish.
Comfortable win for himself. Second place will come through on bike, 143. The TJ Mule, Granny Flats. Collie rider doing it for the locals. It goes away of Luke Davis in second place. Third, and a great ride once again from Josh Adams.